Param Bhuyaha. Param is transcendental. Bhuyaha. Once again. Bhuyo, Bhuyo means once again, once again. Again, I'm going to put your mics up. Once again, I'm going to teach Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam. The best of all jnanas. That means there are many types of jnanas, many jnanas, out of which the best of the jnana I am going to teach or speak. Yeah? Please mute your mics, all of you. Yajñātva munayas sarve. Yat, that which is jnātva, having known, munayaha, munis. Muni means who? Tapasvis, yogis. Sarve, all munis, all yogis, all tapasvis. Param siddhim ata ito gataha. Itaha means from this. Idam means this. From this knowledge, from this jnana, itaha gataha. What did they all got? What? Param siddhim. Greatest success. So now we are all trying to learn yoga, become yoga teachers also. So we are also trying to become munis, though we are not already munis. But some people are already munis possibly. And what he is saying is that I am going to explain in detail a type of knowledge which is the best of all knowledge, all types of knowledge, and having known which all the munis in the past, he has used the word past tense, itaha gataha. Gataha means they have gone to the level of highest success. Param siddhi ito gataha. So all the munis who have gone and reached the highest siddhi. Who are the other munis in past? Narada Muni and Patanjali Muni. So many munis are there. Shiva himself is the greatest of all munis to start with. And Vishnu himself performed tapasya in Badri. You will see Narayana in tapasvi form. That photo which you are having in the hall is that Badrinath. Narayana is doing tapasya in yoga. Yoga means tapasya only. Kim tapa pranayama, Panchasikacharya's statement is that there is no greater tapas than pranayama. This is what Acharya Panchasikacharya said. So the entire yoga practice is tapasya. Particularly pranayama is highest of all tapasyas. And now he is telling, I am going to tell again, once again, the supreme knowledge. So the summary of this sentence, I am going to, from today onwards, I am going to summarize the whole sentence. Till now I am telling partly, but at the end of one sloka, I will explain the equivalent of whole sloka. So the equivalent of this whole sloka is transcendental knowledge, which is best among all types of knowledge, will be told in an excellent manner by me once again today, having known which, having understood which, all the munis have reached highest success in the past. Have you understood this sloka? Okay, next. Idam jnanamupasritya.
Idam jnanamupasritya.
Mama sadharmyamagataah.
Mama sadharmyamagataah.
Mama sadharmyamagataah.
Mama sadharmyamagataah.
Sargepi nopajayante.
Sarge api nopajayante.
Sargepi nopajayante.
Sarge api nopajayante.
Pralayena vyadhanti cha.
Pralayena vyadhanti cha.
Pralayena vyadhanti cha.
Pralayena vyadhanti cha.
Idam jnanamupasritya. Idam means idi. Telugulo idi ane శబ్దము idam and సంస్కృతం నుంచి వచ్చింది. ఈ జ్ఞానముని ఆశ్రిత్య, ఆశ్రయించి అంటే అక్వైర్ చేసి, లర్న్ చేసి, డిపెండెన్స్ తో ఉండి, డిపెండ్ చేసి, మమ సాధర్మ్యమాగతాః, That means those munis who are referred in the previous shloka, who have reached the success, having acquired this knowledge, which is being explained once again now in this chapter. That means it has already been explained in the previous chapters. Idam jnanam upasritya mama sadharmyam agataha. Those munis have reached my abode, my level. Sadharmyam, he says. What is sadharmyam? They have also merged in God. They have become divine. And having become divine, having merged in the Parabrahman, they will not be born again in the next cycle of creation. Sarga means creation. Sarge api, na upajayante, not born again. And pralaye, and the next dissolution, they will not be destroyed, because the only one entity which remains unaffected in pralaya is God. That is the absolute Omkaram Parabrahma. So once this munis merge into that, they will not be anymore getting dissolved. Otherwise, all living beings will be dissolved. Now we are seeing in the name of Corona, so many people have been dissolved. So in the end of entire Kalpam, which is long way to go, luckily we will not be alive at that time in this present life. But those who is alive at that time, in the pralaya, in the dissolution, they will all be finished. Whereas these munis who will be merged into Akshara Parabrahman will not be affected. And neither they will be affected in the next cycle of creation. In the next cycle of creation, the entire 84 lakh living beings and all non-living beings will be born again, and it start all over. This story will start all over again. So the summary of this sentence is, having depended or acquired and merged into this knowledge, they merge in me, they merge in this Parabrahman, and therefore they will not be born during the time of creation, nor they will be dissolved at the time of dissolution. Mama yonir mahad brahma
Mama yonir mahad brahma
tasmin garbham dadhamyaham
tasmin garbham dadhamyaham
sambhavas sarva bhutanam
sambhavas sarva bhutanam
tato bhavati bharata.
tato bhavati bharata.
Mama yonir mahad brahma. Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, he is the creator. And that creator is born out of Vishnu, Kamala Asana, Kamala Sambhava. Kamala means not this ordinary Kamala. He is talking of an universal phenomenon which is coming out from the Nabhi. Nabhi means not our Nabhi, Vishnu's Nabhi, the all-pervading, all-powerful God's Nabhi. And
Padmanabha Swami.
yes, Mama Yoni Mahat Brahma. So my Yoni is Brahma is born first, and to him I am giving the root seeds of creating all living beings. Okay, Tasmin Garbham Dadhamyaham. హిరణ్యగర్భుని యొక్క జన్మకు తగు బీజమును అనగా సర్వభూతముల యొక్క జన్మకు బీజమును ఉంచుచున్నాను. So he is giving the root bijas to Brahma to create this universe. Sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. And hence, after that, the creation of all beings will take place. Sambhavaha, birth of all bhutas. Bhutas means objects, both living and non-living, moving and non-moving. Tataha, from that, after that, bhavati happens, O Bharata, O Arjuna. So this complete meaning of this sloka is, I am the source of Brahma, and I am giving the root seeds for Brahma to create all the objects in this universe. So Brahma creates all the objects in the universe at the time of creation, because he has talked in the previous sloka about creation and about dissolution. So all the objects of the universe, living and non-living, moving and non-moving, are created at the time of beginning of creation by Brahma. And that power or that seed knowledge, that root source is provided by the Lord himself. And Brahma himself is coming out of the Nabhi. That's why it's Padmanabha, Damodara, all those names are there. Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya.
సర్వయోనిషు కౌంతేయ.
అట్లుండాలి షెడ్యూల్, ఊరికే నిద్రపోయినట్టుండదు.
Hey, mute your mics. Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya.
సర్వయోనిషు కౌంతేయ.
Murtaya Sambhavantiyaah.
మూర్తయః సంభవంతియాః.
Tasam Brahma Mahadhyonihi.
తాసాం బ్రహ్మ మహద్యోనిః.
Aham Bija Pradah Pita.
అహం బీజప్రదః పితా.
All the yonis, that means all garbhas, all wombs out of which all beings are created. Sarva yonishu Kaunteya, O Kaunteya, O Arjuna. Murtaya Sambhavantiya, whatever forms are created. What are all the various forms created? Human beings are the highest form. Then we have 84 lakh Jivarasis, amoebas and bacteria and paramecium and whatnot, all different forms of life. The reptiles, mammals, all those things. So they are all created by Brahma and from Yoni of Brahma. But the Bija is provided by Lord Narayana or Vishnu. Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya. Aham Bija Pradah Pita. Now he is coming to the Gunas. In fact, the title of this chapter is Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. So when the creation takes place, these gunas are also created. Sattvam Rajastama iti gunaah.
సత్వం రజస్తమ ఇతి గుణాః.
Prakriti Sambhavaah.
ప్రకృతి సంభవాః.
Nibadhanti Mahabaho.
నిబధ్నంతి మహాబాహో.
Jehe Dehinam Avyayam.
దేహే దేహినమవ్యయం.
Now, there are three gunas. What are they? Sattva guna, Rajo guna and Tamo guna. Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha. Iti gunaha. Prakriti Sambhavaah. Born out of nature, out of Prakriti. Nibadhanti. What do they do? Why they are born? Now he has explained in the previous sloka the creation process. So in that creation process, there is a body and there is the holder of the body, the owner of the body, or the possessor of the body, which is self or soul or Dehin. I. Yesterday we discussed about I, that self or soul. There are two things. So this owner of the body or the self, who is actually the part of the Supreme Self Paramatma. Both are same, but because of these three gunas, he is tied up into this body. That is the important conclusion we have to draw. Because till now we have not understood, or you might have got confused also when I told you so many times that this self is God. This self, I, which is saying I, each one of us, every being, that itself is Brahman. I am Atma Brahma. But then how come? In fact, some people ask questions also. Brijbhushan has asked a question. How come that after listening to all this, immediately after 1 second, we'll be back to square one, back to the pavilion with our usual things? We'll be trapped into bound into the body-mind complex. Why is it like that? This is the answer. These three gunas are binding you into this body. Sattvam, Rajas, Tama iti guna prakriti sambhavaha. Nibadhanti. The word nibadhanti means thoroughly binding. Badhanti is binding. Nibadhanti means fully and completely binding. Nibadhanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Who is binding? Whom the gunas are binding? The self. The gunas are binding me. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat
तत्र सत्त्वं निर्मलत्वात्
prakashakam anamayam
प्रकाशकमनामयम्
sukhasangena badhnati
सुखसङ्गेन बध्नाति
jnana sangena chanagha.
ज्ञानः सङ्गेन चानघा.
Oh, anagha. Anagha means, agha means sin. Anagha means not sin. No sin. Oh, anagha, oh Arjuna, who doesn't have any sin. Tatra, in that body, sattvam nirmalatvat. I just close the door because of this noise coming in. Okay, is everything all right? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello?
సో మానిటర్ కొంచెం కిందికి చేయాలి.
Right, sir.
Okay. Is it okay? Is it okay now?
No, it is disturbed, sir. You are in the last quarter. Just make it your face into center, sir. Yeah, fine, sir.
Okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam. There, tatra means there. Sattvam, now sattva guna is being explained. Nirmalatvat, due to being pure. Prakashakam, it is giving light. It is an enlightening guna. Anamayam. Amayam means sin, impurity. Anamayam means no sin, no impurity. That means pure once again. That sattva guna is binding. Sukhasangena badhnati. What is the nature of that binding or attachment? Sukha. What a beautiful thing it is. Sattva guna is so beautiful that it will bind you with sukha, with pleasure, happiness, comfort, and jnana sangena chanaka, and also through jnana. What a wonderful guna it is. Both binding phenomena, the sukha and jnana, both are required. Nobody wants to give up sukha, nobody wants to give up jnana. Okay? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam. That sattva guna is pure, light, and free from all sins, and it binds you up, ties you up, kattestundi. Sukham toti kattestundi. And jnanam toti kattestundi. This etla undante, if like mother, everybody will feel very comfortable with mother. Or a loving wife, everybody will feel comfortable. Sukha is there. Of course, wife may or may not give jnana, but mother will give jnana also. So both Sukha and Jnana are provided by Sattva Guna. So we should always desire. We want it, right? Anybody who doesn't want Sukha and Jnana, raise your hand. Mute your mic and tell me, I don't want Sukha and Jnana. Okay?
Go on.
Next. Rajo Ragatmakam Vidhi
Rajo Ragatmakam Vidhe
Krishna Sanga Samudbhavam
Krishna Sanga Samudbhavam
Tannibadhati Kaunteya
Tannibadnati Kaunteya
Karma Sangena Dehinam.
Karma Sangena Dehinam.
O Kaunteya, O Arjuna. Next is Rajoguna, and it is born out of Raga, Trishna. Trishna Sanga Samudbhavam. It is born out of cravings, desires, daham, desperation, and also born out of attachments. It is not born out of Sukha. It is not born out of Jnana. Sattva is born out of Sukha and Jnana. Rajas is born out of Trishna. What is Trishna? Trishna ante daham, craving. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want desperately. At any cost, I want this. The Trishna. Trishna for power, Trishna for money. What Duryodhana has done with the Trishna for power, he conducted a world war and he died in it. That much is the effect. And Raga, completely Rajoguna. If you see the Mahabharata war, all the kings, they're all completely in Rajoguna. And it will bind with Karma Sangena Dehinam Tannibadhnati Karma Sangena. It will bind you up. It will bind the soul, the self into this body by karma, action. Go on acting. See, the Japanese, they cannot keep quiet. Suppose they want to do a strike, they will work more, 50% more. They will not quit work. In India, if you want to do strike, you quit work and stand outside. But this Japanese, if you want to do their strike, they will do 50% more or 100% more. They will not go home at all. So that kind of, overaction, action-based activity is Rajoguna. You might have seen in children also, some people are overactive. Some people are very calm, meditative. Like a cow is very calm, whereas a tiger or a lion is always very violent. It is just restless. So you can evaluate yourself whether you are restless or whether you are calm. If you are calm and you are comfortable and you are having knowledge, aptitude, then you are Sattvaguna Pradhana. If you are very active, very dynamic, you are not comfortable, you are not knowledge oriented, but you are craving for power, craving for money, craving for so many things, then you are in Rajoguna. Next. Now
Sir,
our third. Yes.
sir, craving for mukti is also valid, sir. It is also rajas.
No, craving for mukti is not rajas, because the word mukti itself means liberation, which is getting liberated from craving itself. So there is no need to crave. First, you have to give up all cravings. If you want mukti, the first and foremost thing to do is to give up all cravings.
Yes, sir.
Now, tamastvajnanajam vidhi
Tamastvajnanajam vidhi
mohanam sarvadehinam
mohanam sarvadehinam
pramaadalasya nidrabhihi
pramaadalasya nidrabhihi
tannibadhati bharata.
tannibadhnati bharata.
Okay, now what is the third guna? All of you tell me which is the third guna.
Sattvaguna.
Tamas.
Look at Sattva guna just now. Sattva guna is the first one.
First.
Rajas
Rajas.
is
Tamas. Tamas.
Tama, tamo guna.
Tama.
Yes. Tama means what in Sanskrit? Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya means what?
Chikati.
Correct. So the name of this third guna itself is darkness. Tamas what? Ajnanajam vidhi. Please note vidhi. Please know. Please realize. Please know that it is born out of ajnana. Ajnana ja. Ja means born. Ajnana ja. Born out of ignorance. Darkness is ignorance. Ignorance is darkness. Knowledge is light and light is knowledge. And what are its characteristics of binding you up, tying you up? Pramada, alasya, nidra. Pramada means some kind of accidents, erroneous steps. Alasya means what? Laziness. Alasi, lasi, lazy. All are same. ఆలస్యంగా వచ్చావేమ్రా అంటే ఆలస్యంగా అంటే లేట్ అయిందని ఒకటే కాదు, నువ్వు లేజీ ఫెలో రా అని అర్థం. నువ్వు లేజీ కాబట్టి ఆలస్యంగా వచ్చావు, లేట్గా వచ్చావు. ఆలస్య నిద్ర. The power of Tamaguna can be seen after 11 o'clock every day night. Every living being will fall down in sleep. That is the power of Tamaguna. And you have also seen the power of Tamaguna recently in the queues in front of liquor shops. Pramada alasya nidra. Hihi tannibadhnati bhat. Tamoguna binds up out of accidental or erroneous behavior, laziness and sleep. And it is born out of ajnana, ignorance, foolishness. And mohanam sarvadehinam. This word he has used especially here. Mohanam means it hypnotizes. Mohimpajasin, sarvadehinam, all the people who have bodies. Dehin is a person who has a body. All of you have a body. So they will all be deluded, hypnotized by Tamoguna in its own time. I don't have to tell you how it does. Everybody knows. Okay, now these three gunas definitions are over. Any questions on the definitions of three gunas? He'll go on explain. The whole chapter is on the gunas only. But the definitions, are they clear, or if you have any doubts, you ask me.
Clear, sir.
Yes. Sattva is born out of Nirmalatva, Prakashaka, Anamayam. And it binds with two qualities, Sukha and Jnana. Definitely that is most desirable. But it is the rarest. Rajas is born out of craving, desire, and attachment, obsession. And it binds you up with action, motion, doing things more and more, more and more. I am not saying it is bad to do things, but the quality which is responsible for making things to be done is Rajoguna. And the quality which is responsible for rest, sleep, laziness. You ask somebody to get up in the morning, that laziness. In fact, even to attend this class, a lot of people must be experiencing our friend Tamoguna's influence.
So ultimate
Yes. Huh?
ultimate tamas is having moksha.
No. Not really. There's no ultimate tamas. There's only one tamas, and that is having three qualities: sleep, laziness, and mistakes or accidents. All accidents happen due to tamoguna. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Sattvam sukhe sanjayati.
Rajah karmani bharata.
Rajah karmani bharata.
Jnanam avrutyatu tamaha.
Jnanam avrutyatu tamaha.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Pramade sanjayatyuta.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. What will the sattva lead to? It will lead to sukha. Sanjayati, creates comfort, pleasure, happiness, sukha. And rajas, what will it create? Karma. Raja karmani, actions, multiple, plural is used. Multiple actions, multiple work. And what does tama create? It will create pramada, accident, error, mistake. Why does it do it? Because it covers up jnana. Jnanam avrutyatu tamaha pramade sanjayachyuta. So what they create also, he told, three characteristics. Rajastamascha
Rajastamaschabhibhuyata.
bhuya
Bhuya. Rajastamaschabhibhuya.
sattvam bhavati bharata.
Tattvam bhavati bharata.
Rajas sattvam tamaschaiva.
Rajas sattvam tamaschaiva.
Tamas sattvam rajastadha.
Tamas sattvam rajastadha.
So he is explaining in various sequences. You know, you have these permutations and combinations. O Bharata, O Arjuna, Rajaha and Tamaha. If you can abhibhuya, if you can suppress, then sattva bhavati, sattva will happen. If you don't suppress the rajas and tamas, sattva will never come. And similarly, if you suppress tamas and sattvam, rajas will come up. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin
Sarvadvareshu dehesmin.
prakasha upajayate
Prakasa upajayate.
jnanam yada tada vidyat
Jnanam yada tada vidyat.
vivruddham sattvamithyuta vivruddham sattvamithyuta
Vibruddham tattvamityuta.
sarvadvareshu dehesmin, in this deha, asmin means this, dehe, in this body, sarvadvareshu, in all the gates. How many gates are there?
9.
Very good.
9.
I think all of you know what are those 9 gates. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate. That light which comes in all these dwaras, that beauty or light, prakash, jnanam, the jnanam which comes out of these 9, that you should realize it is due to sattva only. Sattva becoming vivruddha, that means grown up sattva. Lobha pravrittirarambha.
Lobha pravrittirarambha.
Karmanam ashamaspruha.
Karmanamasamasspruha.
Rajasyetani jayante.
Rajasyetani jayante.
Vivruddhe bharatarshava.
Vibruddhe bharatashabha.
Lobha pravrittihir arambha. Arambha means arambhinchadu, start chesadu, prarambhinchadu. Starting things like greed, lobha pravrittir arambha. Karmanam ashamaspruha, endless obsession with work, more work, more work, more work. And this is created by rajasya etani jayanti. These are created out of rajas, rajoguna, being grown up, vivruddhe bharadarsha. Aprakasho apravritticha
अप्रकाशो अप्रवृत्तिश्च
प्रमादो मोह एव च
प्रमादो मोह एव च
तमस्येतानि जायन्ते
तमस्येतानि जायन्ते
विवृद्धे कुरु नन्दन.
विवृद्धे कुरु नन्दन.
Okay, mute your mic. So, O Kurunandana, Arjuna is also a son of the Kuru Vamsha. Kurunandana, Aprakashaha, Apravrittis, darkness and just innateness, just inertness. Apravritti, no action, no movement. And Pramada, accident, mistake, error. And Moha, delusion, craze. All these are born out of Tamaguna when it is grown up. And then not when it is very light or very small, when it is grown up. Vivruddhe, Vishesha Vruddhe. Yada Sattve Pravruddhe tu
यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु
Pralayam Yati Deha Bhrit
प्रलयं याति देहभृत्
Tadottama Vidam Lokan
तदोत्तमविदां लोकान्
Amalan Pratipajyate.
अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते.
Now comes the final reckoning, the day of judgment. If you die when sattva is fully active or full swing, yada means when, sattve pravruddhetu pralayam yati dehabhrit. Dehabhrit is a fellow who has a deha and he acquires pralaya. Pralaya means he dies. At that time, if he dies in sattva, if sattva is in pravruddhi, baga sattva gunam full scale, full swing lo unte, appudu uttama vidam lokan amalan yati, he will reach higher worlds which are pure, which are greater than this bhuloka. Tada uttama vidam lokan amalan, amala means no mala, no impurity, no filth. Such lokas, such worlds are there. Pratipadyate, he will reach those lokas. Like Vaikuntha Loka is highest. Then Shiva Loka is also there. Brahma Loka is there. So many lokas are there, which are pure and very high. If you die within Sattva Guna, you will reach those levels. Rajasi Pralayam Gatva.
रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा
Karma Sangishu Jayate.
कर्मसङ्गिषु जायते.
Tatha Praleenastamasi.
तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि
Mudha Yonishu Jayate.
मूढयोनिषु जायते.
Rajasi Pralayam Gatva. If death comes in Rajoguna, that means somebody is obsessed with some activities, cravings, desires, and dues. Have you paid this fees? Have you done this? Have you done that? Ankundu chachpote. He will be born among karma sangis. He will be born into the family who are also always like that. Birds of same feather flock together. And tamogunalo chachpote. Tadha praninas tamasi. Pradina means dying here in this case. Tamasi in Tamaguna, inside Tamas. Mudha yonishu jayate. He will be born in fools' parents and fools' families. That word fool can mean either human or even subhuman. Karmana sukrutasyahu.
कर्मणः सुकृतस्याहुः
Satvikam nirmalam phalam.
सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं.
Rajasastu phalam dukkham.
रजसस्तु फलं दुःखं.
Rajasastu phalam dukkham.
रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम
दुःखम अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्
अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्
वस्तुలు పలకట్లేదు कर्मणः सुकृतस्याहुः सात्विकं निर्मलं फलम् कर्मणः సుకృతస్య కర్మణः మంచి కర్మ యొక్క ఫలము సాత్వికము నిర్మలము అంటే మంచి పనులు చేస్తే పుణ్యకర్మలు చేస్తే సత్వగుణం వస్తుంది అట్లాగే రజసస్తు ఫలం దుఃఖం రజోగుణంలో పనులు చేస్తే దుఃఖం వస్తుంది తమో గుణంలో పనులు చేస్తే అజ్ఞానం వస్తుంది సో కర్మణ సుకృతస్యాహు సాత్వికం నిర్మలం ఫలం రజసస్తు ఫలం దుఃఖం అజ్ఞానం తమస ఫలం యు సీ దీస్ పీపుల్ హు ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ fighting, who are always shouting, who are always running, the only result they will get is misery. They will continue to shout and continue to run. But those who perform good actions, sukrute, they will get nirmalam satvikam phalam. And those who perform tamasic actions, they will get ajnanam, more and more ignorance. सत्वात् संजायते ज्ञानम
सत्त्वा संजायते ज्ञानम
रजसो लोभ एव च
रजसो लोभ एव च
प्रमाद मोहौ तमसो
प्रमाद मोहो तमसः
भवतो ज्ञानमेव च
भवतो अज्ञानमेव च
Again, satvat sanjayate jnanam. You will acquire jnana through sattva. And you will be getting greed. Rajaso lobha eva cha. I don't have to explain what is greed. All of you know very well what is greed. The whole world is, all businesses are operating on the basis of greed. The capital market is operating on the basis of greed. The entire banking system is operating on the basis of greed. Every business is operating on the basis of greed, which is Rajaguna. Rajaso lobha eva cha. Because they are in Rajoguna, they are operating on greed. Pramada moha tamaso bhavato ajnanam eva cha. If in tamas, then only pramada, mistakes, accidents, moha, delusions, craze, and ajnana, ignorance. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha.
ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः
मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः
मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः
जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्था
जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः
अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः.
अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः
The sattvic people go high and high upwards. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha, to higher levels. Adho gachanti tamasa. The opposite, the tamasic people, they fall down into the deep sea and deep devil. Jaghanya gunavrittistha adho gachanti tamasa. Madhye tishtanti rajasa. In between are the rajasic people. नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं
नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं
यदा द्रष्टाम् अनुपश्यति
यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति
गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति
गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति
मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति.
मद्भावं सो अधिगच्छति
मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति.
मद्भावं सो अधिगच्छति
गुणानेतानतीत्यत्रीन्
गुणानेतानतीत्यत्रीन्
देही देहसमुद्भवान्
देही देहसमुद्भवान्
जन्म मृत्यु जरा दुःखैः
जन्म मृत्यु जरा दुःखैः जन्म मृत्यु जरा दुःखैः
Why are you telling two times? Janma mrityu jara dukkhair vimukto amrutamasnute.
विमुक्तो अमृतमश्नुते
Guna no. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram yada drashta anupashyati. Gunebhyasya param veti madbhavam sodhivach. If the drashta is always observer, he is getting involved and carried away by the three gunas, then he is bound, he is in bandha. But if he realizes that the self is beyond the three gunas, then he will reach God, he will reach me. Guna netan atitchatrin dehi deha samudbhavan. A dehi, a soul or a self which transcends all the three gunas and become liberated and achieve immortality, freed from birth and death and old age. Arjuna Uvacha
अर्जुनो उवाच
Kairlingai Strin Gunanetan
कैर्लिङ्गैः स्त्रीन् गुणानेत्रान्
Etra Ledakada
नेतान्
Kairlingai Strin Gunanetan
कैर्लिङ्गैः स्त्रीन् गुणानेतान्
Atito Bhavati Prabho
तीतो भवति प्रभो
Kimacharah Katham Chaitam
किमाचारः कथं चैतान्
Strin Gunan Ativartate.
स्त्रीन् गुणान् अतिवर्तते
Krishna is asking, how will a person behave? He who has transcended all the three gunas, Gunatita. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Prakasham cha pravrittim cha
प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च
Mohameva cha Pandava
मोहमेव च पाण्डव
Nadveshti sampravrittani
न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि
Nivrittani kankshati
न विवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति
Udasina vadasino
उदासीनवदासीनः
Gunairyo na vichalyate
गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते
Guna guneshu vartanta
गुणा इट इज गुणा वर्तन्तु इत्येव
Guna vartanti ityeva
गुणा वर्तन्ते इत्येव
Yo avatisthati Nengate
यो अवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते
Samadukha sukha swastha
समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः
Swastha
समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः
Samaloshtashmakanchanaha
समलोष्टास्मकाञ्चनः
Tulya priya priyo dhiraha
तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरः
Tulya nindatma samstutihi
तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः
Manapamanayostulyaha
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः
Tulyo mitrari pakshayoho
तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः
Sarvarambha parityagi
सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी
Gunatitas sa uchyate.
गुणातीतः स उच्यते
Gunatita is being explained a person who has transcended the three gunas. He will not be affected by sattva, rajas and tamas. It is not to say that sattva, rajas, tamas will disappear. They will be in process, but he will not be affected. He will not be affected by sattvic qualities of light, nor rajasic qualities of action, nor tamasic qualities of ignorance. And he will not hate bad things coming out of tamas, nor he will desire good things coming out of sattva. He will be neutral. Udasin, avadasino, gunairyo na vichalyati. He will not be moved. He will not be touched. He will not even be disturbed by the gunas. Guna guneshu vartanta. He realizes that gunas work along with other gunas. Avatishtatine engate. He will not be moving. Samadukha sukha swastha. He will be equanimous to sukha and dukkha. And samalosthashmaganchana. He will be equanimous to mud and gold. Gold and mud are considered as same. Right? Tulya priya priyaha. He will be equanimous to what is liked by him and what is disliked by him. Dhiraha. He is courageous and strong. Tulya ninda atma samstutihi. He will be equivalent to praise, which is causing sukha. He will be equivalent to ninda, that is condemnation, which is causing dukkha to him. And manapamanayos tulyaha. He will be equivalent to apamana and apamana, mitrari, friend and enemy, and sarvarambha parityagi. He has given up all proposals. Yo mam cha yo avyabhicharena
Mam cha yo avyabhicharena
bhakti yogena
bhakti yogena
sevate
sevate
sagunan samatityetan
sagunan samatityetan
bhujaya kalpate
brahma bhuyaya kalpate
brahmano hi pratisthaham
brahmano hi pratishtaham
amrutasya chavyayasya
amrutasya chavyas I'm sorry amrutasya
chavyayasya cha
amrutasya vyayasya cha
शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य
शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य
सुखस्य एकान्तिकस्य च
सुखस्य एकान्तिकस्य च.
Now, who will be able to reach that level? Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. He who serves me with avyabhicharena, unprostituted, undiluted, undiverted bhakti yoga, ananya bhakti, parabhakti, and sagunan samadityetan. He will transcend the gunas. And brahma bhuyaya kalpate. He will be readying himself to be merged with Brahman. And brahmano hi pratisthaham amrutasya asya avyayasya cha. Being established in Brahman, which is amruta, immortal, avyaya, indestructible, shashvata, permanent, and sukhasya ekantikasya cha. The solitude, the bliss of solitude, and the bliss of the divine bliss, divine state of highest exaltation. So why is that we have to become Gunatitas? Because only then you will get moksha, you will be in the highest level merged with God. It is Srimad Bhagavad Gita su.
It is Srimad Bhagavad Gita su
Upanishatsu
Upanishatsu
Brahma Vidyayam
Brahma Vidyayam
Yoga Shastre
Yoga Shastre
Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama
Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama
Chaturdashodhyayah.
Chaturdasodhyayah.
Okay, the chapter is over. Now we can open the mics for discussions and questions.
Yes, sir. Desai again.
Desai, yes, welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. And was thinking about gunas, satvika. It's so difficult to be good and satvika in an age of westernized philosophy of running organizations also. Even when we recruit a sales director, we want very aggressive, very rajoguna and beating others, all this. So the whole world conceptualization has changed. We also say that your gunas have to be maximized, strength finder analysis. That means if you have got a particular guna, the company's job is to train you to maximize the benefit out of that guna. So, but at the end of the day, I think everybody agrees it is very difficult to be satvika and good and reach this status. So, what is your interpretation of current times and how to still be a change agent?
Yeah, good question. Please realize, Desai, that if you are only Rajasic and Tamasic, that is a sure way to collapse and destroy yourself. Because only Rajasic and Tamasic qualities will not give you any happiness, any achievement, any enlightenment. At the end of the day, the result of all such Rajasic actions, whether it is sales marketing or whether it is production or whether it is finance or any damn thing, it has to result in a particular achievement which will bring some benefit to the stakeholders, whether they are the stock holders or whether they are the general public or whether they are the government or whether they are the customers. If that doesn't happen, you run a great business with great dhoom dham activity and finally it will all collapse. There is no use. So even if it is small, even if it is for a few minutes or maybe 1 hour out of 24 hours, that sattvic state is very, very essential. So when you select a person, you should also look at that part, because otherwise, if you get a person who is like not honest and very greedy, he will loot and cheat the organization itself. And if you have a head leader like Duryodhana, there will be a world war and the world will collapse. So somewhere somebody should be there. Like one of the Swamiji, Swami Chidananda used to say, even in a full-scale war, there will be some people, let us say Red Cross people or somebody who's not in that kind of a Rajasic mode, but they are in Sattvic mode, who are ready to protect or to save. And the leadership, particularly the top leadership, should be Sattvic. And in our ancient times, if you remember, you were discussing about the new economy model based on dharma.
Yeah.
So in that model, in our ancient times, the highest importance was given to knowledge and wisdom and sattva, not to rajas and ignorance and tamas and all that. Today, it is a pitiable thing that people cannot live without drinking, which is a tamasic quality. It is very evident when the wine shops got opened, how people are rushed and how they didn't have any scruples. But yesterday I was having a strange debate with the best of all the intellectuals in this world, the IITians, and who are also defending drinking. I had to finally win them by saying that it is addictive and harmful and all that. So all bad things, tamasic things are harmful to health also. In fact, there's another chapter where you will explain more and more the tamasic kind of foods and tamasic kind of behavior and tamasic kind of character. So tamasic character is very, very dangerous, and whatever is happening, the great calamities that happen in this world are caused by tamasic accidents, pramada, alasya, nidra, by the mistakes. Now you know very well the top management, if it makes a mistake, that's it. The entire organization will go for a toss. All the people involved will go for a toss. So the correct decision making with wisdom is very required. And in the modern day, the technological developments, applications, today you see due to coronavirus, we are able to recover the environment to a substantial extent. I was told that even the ozone layer hole got, cleared. It has been patched up automatically, thanks to the coronavirus lockdown. Do you know this? I've sent you that photo also.
Yeah.
So, and without having proper direction in the larger consequences and long-term perspectives and wisdom, if you apply technology just for crass commercialization, you destroy a forest and you destroy living beings. Finally, you destroy ozone layer, and finally, you destroy human life itself. So, my submission to all managers like you and various other experts in management is to rethink what went wrong, because the coronavirus is a clear-cut big alarm siren to say that what we have been doing has not been right. It has been wrong. Next question.
Yeah. Thank you.
But still government abhi you have explained the government is going for first wines only for to make their economy उसके लिए पहले उनको ही ओपन करके रखे
वही मैं बता रहा हूँ किस हालत पे गवर्नमेंट भी पहुंच रही है। क्या केसीआर खुद तो जो है वो एकदम शराबी आदमी है। वो आई वाज टोल्ड दैट रोज जो 12-1 बजे तक पीता रहता, वो मतलब इतना खराब आदमी है, फिर भी उन्होंने ये सब काम ठीक कर रहे हैं अभी तक जो कुछ भी किया है। I can't expect him not to open up liquor shops. And except Narendra Modi and a few other people there in Delhi, and I think almost all politicians are all drunkards and they're all gundas and criminals. It is a sad story. We have promoted the Rajasic and Tamasic rascals to become the rulers of this country. It is a very sad story. Of course, after Narendra Modi came, things have improved, no doubt about it. But it's not 100%. I have seen it with my own eyes. All the wise and highly enlightened experts of technology. I went to many conferences, meetings, CIO meetings and whatnot, CEO meetings everywhere. They'll all be giving big lectures till about 6:30 in the evening. After that, they will show their true colors of being totally gone cases. They will all start drinking and collapsing. It is a shameful status of affairs. The top managements and the top echelons of our society are drunkards, and they collapse in unconsciousness. They dance after drinking every evening at 6:30 and 7. And now it has been joined by female race. That is the worst thing that can happen, because if the female body is damaged, the child also will be damaged. So the future generation will be damaged. That much common sense they don't have. Even in a country like US, where drinking alcohol is like drinking water, they put big boards in all restaurants that pregnant ladies should not drink. They are prohibited. If a pregnant lady drinks alcohol, the child will be born as handicapped, physically handicapped. That much damage will happen. So that much common sense should be there. The ladies were not drinking a few years back. Because of this excessive propaganda of the alcohol companies, they also started drinking. It is a shameful. The whole society is going to dogs. They want to become tamasic idiots. It has to be stopped somewhere or the other, in some form or the other. Coronavirus was one way to stop that. But again, restarted. So Ganga has been purified with lockdown, which was not possible for so many years without lockdown. Next question.
there are some two
Can you
three
hear me?
questions. It is yes,
Hello?
first
Can you hear me? I am Balaya here.
I can hear you, yes.
At the beginning of the chapter, Lord said He has given the seeds to Brahma for creation.
Yes.
Now, even has the Lord only induced these three gunas in the creation, or how they have emerged in the beginning, if you see?
Yeah, the gunas are there inside Prakriti right from the beginning. But it's a question of your own choice. The gunas will be there. But which one should be dominant? Which one should be permitted? Which one should become, expressed is a different thing. They will be there. Both good and bad are there in nature. The gunas, Sattva-Rajas-Tama iti guna Prakriti Sambhava. They are born in nature. And they are tying up the self into this body. Otherwise, the self is pure. It is Paramatma itself. You and I are all small sparks of The light of Paramatma only. We are not different from Paramatma. But why is it that we are not able to experience that oneness with Paramatma?
Ah.
That is because of the three gunas only.
But then if you go to the beginning,
Sir,
of course,
can it be said that three gunas have positive and negative impact, but it is upon us to take which one?
Yes, it is upon you, but a tamoguna person will not even know that. जो आदमी दारू पी के बैठा है उसको क्या मालूम है तमोगुण क्या है सत्वगुण क्या है ये सब नहीं होता छोटा बच्चे को क्या मालूम है so it requires knowledge it requires enlightenment to know what is good and what is bad now this question which was asked previously I am once again reading out so mama yonir mahat brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyam sambhava sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata all beings are born out of brahman by the seeds given by Narayana Vishnu. And Sarvayonishu Kaunteya Murtaya Sambhavantiya Tasam Brahma Mahad Yoni Aham Bija Pradap Pita. Just like a mother and father, mother is only a yoni and bija is given by the father in the same way. The bija is given by the Lord and Brahma is the yoni, Mahad Yoni, Mahat, which is creating all forms of creation. And then Sattvam Rajastama iti guna prakriti sambhavaha nibadhanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. So at the time of creation itself, because nature, Prakriti is there, Prakriti and Purusha, Prakriti is nature, and nature itself has these three gunas. And elsewhere also he has mentioned Daivi, Hyesha, Gunamayi, Mama Maya, Duratchaya, my Maya, my Prakriti, Daivi, divine power, this Adi Parashakti has these three gunas, Sattvam Rajastama iti guna, Gunamayi, Daivi, Hyesha, Gunamayi, Mama Maya, నా యొక్క మాయ ఈ మూడు గుణములతో ఉన్న నా యొక్క మాయ దురత్యయ ఎవడు దాటలేడు ఆమెవయే ప్రపంచంతే మాయామేతాం తరంతి నన్నెవరైతే ఉపాసిస్తాడో వాడొక్కడే ఈ మాయను దాటి నన్ను పొందగలడు సో ఫైనలీ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ ది ఉపాసన ది యోగా ది భక్తి ది మెడిటేషన్ ది కమిట్మెంట్ విచ్ యు హ్యావ్ దట్ విల్ మేక్ యు క్రాస్ ఓవర్ దీస్ త్రీ గుణాస్. Of course, among the three, Sattva is the best. If you can maintain Sattva Guna, that's the best. Yes, any other question?
There are some 2-3 similar type of questions have been posted. Is it three gunas under influence of Maya? May please be clarified. Another question is, when we have Sattva Guna, we do good karma, or if we have good karma, we'll get Sattva Guna.
Good questions. The first question to answer to first question is yes, the three gunas are within Maya. Maya is Prakriti, all different names. Prakriti Anna, Maya Anna, Adi Parashakti Anna, Anni Ogate, Amagar Anna, Mataji Anna, all one and the same. So these three gunas are very much there in Prakriti, and everything which is created out of three gunas only. Every individual being or every object is having three gunas in it. Without three gunas, nothing can be there. And it is a question of proportion of the gunas which changes. Like I gave you the example of a cow and a lion or a tiger. Cow is sattvic, tiger or lion is rajasic, and buffalo or hippopotamus is tamasic or pig. So like that, different creations, even among objects, even among foods, rajasic food, tamasic food, you know all that. So alcohol is tamasic, and spicy food is rajasic. Sattvic food is sattvic food. You know what it is. All the prasadams given in temples are sattvic food examples. So that will also come in another chapter later. So now the point is that in a person's life also, the three gunas are playing. Nobody can transcend these three gunas completely. If you transcend, then you have become gunatita. You are liberated. You have linked up with God. That's what he told Gunatita's behavior, like Sthita Prajna. If you are able to absorb yourself in God completely, you have transcended the three gunas.
That is the one question. Explain works without three gunas. That is with Triguna Rahita.
No, Triguna Rahita work is not possible. It is only Triguna Rahita Sthiti, Gunatita Sthiti. Trigunas will be acting. Guneshu artanta iti matvana sajjate. He will not be affected even though the gunas are operating. Because he knows, oh, this guna is like this guna is like, oh, sab prakriti hai, main janta hu. बहुत हो गया. I mean, like the other day I had one friend of mine who is attending some of these lectures also, Mr. Purnay Garu in Melbourne. He was hospitalized last year with some kind of diagnosis. First they said pneumonia, then they said something else, then they said something else. Finally, they discharged him. So every time they told different names, it seems he told them, "I'm not bothered. It is all Maya," because this person is very advanced in spirituality. And the doctor was also surprised. Hey, kaisa bolta hai? When I'm telling you, you will die. You are not bothered. Finally, nothing happened. He was discharged, and he's all right now. Also, he's attending our class here. So the attitude of the person is a matter. The determination. When he knows that this सब माया है, माया से सब हो रहा है, जो कुछ भी हो रहा है आजकल, it all happens due to Maya, to Prakriti, the three gunas. They are playing in a big way. बहुत बड़ा, आप महाभारत देखे तो आपको मालूम है था how that जुआ was, जुआ खेला गया, how everything happened and how the war took place. All that is Maya only. The tamoguna, rajoguna in full swing, full scale rajoguna. And tamoguna is at the back. So you have to strive hard to be in sattva-guna first. And God, Narayana is beyond sattva, Suddha sattva it is called. Sattva is in the correct direction. If you are in Rajoguna and Tamaguna, you will never reach God. So from Rajoguna, you have to come to Sattva-guna. From Sattva-guna, you have to go to Suddha sattva, which is God. If you remain in Tamaguna, you will never reach God. So you have to gradually improve yourself.
So is that karma, good karma is due to sattva or due to good karma is sattva?
Both ways. It cuts both ways. Unless you earn money, you cannot invest money to earn more money. Unless you earn your sattva guna by good karma, you cannot be sattvic in order to perform more sattva guna karma. So good sattva guna and punya karma both go together. They support each other.
And the last question is, what guna is needed in abundance to get divine knowledge? Is it rajas or sattva?
So only sattva. Divine knowledge or any knowledge, any wisdom is only possible in sattva. Even in an ordinary education system, if college को गए, engineering college को है या medical college को है, आपको रजोगुण में है तो आप कुछ समझेंगे नहीं. If you are running here and there, you will not be able to concentrate anything. So calmness of mind, concentration. हमारा योगा सिस्टम पूरा सत्वगुण के लिए है. आसनास जो है वो तमोगुण को ओवरकम कर देगा. सूक्ष्म आसना, सूर्य नमस्कार, ये सब जो है फिजिकल, that it overcomes tamoguna only. Early morning you get up, you are feeling heavy and you are feeling lazy and drowsy and all that. And when you perform Surya Namaskar, when you perform asanas, sukshmayam, etc., are the kriyas. Kriyas will remove the impurities in the body, and these asanas will remove the rajoguna in the body. Tamoguna also, not rajoguna, tamoguna. And pranayam is the one which can remove rajoguna. And finally, sattva guna is a requirement for dhyana or meditation. Final stage, om and meditation, all which you are doing, that is in sattva guna stage. The entire yoga system is meant only to achieve that sattva guna, not only yoga system. You take any religious practices. कोई भी आप व्रत देखिए या कीर्तन देखिए या हवन देखिए का ये जो कुछ भी आप देखेंगे वो सब सत्व गुण लाने के लिए प्रोसेसेस है. Or even in other religions, their own namaz or prayer, etc., they are all aiming at reaching sattvic state. And only in sattvic state you can ever think of God, or you can meditate on God, or you will try to merge in God. Basically, sattva is one stop before Suddha sattva. You are going to a particular destination, you have to cross all previous stops. One stop before the final stop is sattva guna. Unless you reach sattva, you cannot go to Suddha sattva. But let me warn you again, it is not completely possible to be only in sattva guna always, 24 hours. Even the greatest of sattvic people, they are not in sattva guna 24 hours. They will be again sleeping, that is tamaguna only. They will be feeling hungry, and that is Rajoguna. They will be running here and there. They will be going, driving, walking, this, that, all that they will do Rajoguna. That is compulsory to be there. But Sattva-guna Pradhana, if you maintain, if you spend more time in Sattva-guna or your nature is to be Sattva-guna, then you are superior. That is how, in fact, the caste system also originally came. Brahmana is Sattva-guna Pradhana, Kshatriya is Rajoguna Pradhana, Shudra is Tamoguna Pradhana. Pradhana does not mean only 100%. Brahmana also will get into Tamoguna and Rajoguna, and Shudra also will get into Sattva-guna and Rajoguna, and Vaishya is in between Kshatriya and Shudra. So he will get into both. So everybody will get into all these three gunas, but who is having dominantly which guna determines whether that person is a Brahmana or a Shudra or a Kshatriya. Not only by birth. By birth it will partly be determined because the parents' genes will be there and upbringing will be there. But if this fellow goes in another direction, like Valmiki was a hunter and fighter and killer and all that, but then he went in the opposite direction. He became Mahamuni, Maharishi, Valmiki Maharshi through Sattva-guna achievement, through tapasya. And the opposite also there. Somebody is born as a Brahmana, like Ajamila and others, various people are there. Today you can see so many people who are Brahmanas, but they become Sudras or worse than Sudras. And the people are become Brahmanas.
Ravana also Brahmana.
Ravana is another example. He is born Brahmana, he has got all knowledge, but he was so much into Rajoguna and Tamoguna also. Finally, he went into complete downfall. So it all depends on the, like Vidura if you take. Vidura is a Sudra by birth, but he is so knowledgeable, his wisdom. Mahatma Vidur. So very few people are like that. Not everybody will be like that. So it depends on you. It depends on your efforts. It depends on how much power you have, control you have on yourself. Yes. Sangatyam. It depends on the contacts you have, on the friends you have, on the company you have, etc., etc., etc.
So last question, I would like, in my mind it was coming.
Yes.
When Dronacharya was killed in Mahabharata Yuddha. So at that time, even Krishna खुद जो है, he is giving the direction. First Bhim को बोलते, there is Ashwatthama elephant, you kill him, and he try, वो बोलता है Ashwatthama hato hato. Then Yudhishthira was being compelled. तो उनकी जब बात बोलते हैं ये Ashwatthama hato narowa kunjaro. Why that even Yudhishthira at that level also he has been, even Krishna has compelled him to say lies.
Yeah, that's correct. Lies means they are not complete lies. They are ambiguity. Ambiguity was given. It is not exactly a lie. It is ambiguity situation. It can be interpreted as truth. It can be interpreted as lie also. But it cannot be only interpreted as a lie. It is ambiguity situation, sandigdha. And for committing that sin, Yudhishthira was taken to hell for a few minutes after he went with his body to heaven and hell. This is a punishment he was given, but it is not a complete lie. So there was no other way, because there are 2-3 reasons. Lord Krishna knows the bigger picture. You and I know only small situation. The bigger picture is, first of all, Dronacharya is a Brahmana. And anybody who kills Brahmana will get Brahmahatya dosham. Even Rama got Brahmahatya dosham by killing Ravana. And he has to perform Shivalinga Pratishtha at Rameshwaram to wash off those sins he got by Brahmahatya dosham. So no Kshatriya will kill Dronacharya. But at the same time, Drupada, who was Dronacharya's classmate, he performed yajna and tapasya with a clear-cut mandate of a person who will kill Dronacharya. And he got Drishtadyumna as accepted and delivered by yajna process by Devas as qualified and fit to kill Dronacharya. Only he can kill, nobody else can kill. And he can kill only if Dronacharya stops fighting. And Dronacharya has taken an oath that he will stop fighting if his son is killed. So he was given that information which was ambiguous, and he interpreted as if his son is killed. So that is why he stopped fighting, and that's why he was killed by Drishtadyumna. So this is a very big complex network. And whatever has to happen, it has to happen, because Drishtadyumna has to kill Dronacharya at any cost. That is how he was born. He was sent by the Devas, the Yajna, for that purpose. So this is how there are so many instances in Mahabharata where Lord Krishna only knew the big picture, and he took steps in that direction. Otherwise, there was no other way. There was no alternative. In fact, he even wanted to avoid the war by giving just 5 villages for 5 Pandavas. That also, he said, Duryodhana said, I will not give in 1 millimeter also. Sudhi mana opinanta kuda nenu ivvanu. So this is the kind of situation. And horrible situations will be solved only by such solutions. There is no other way. Okay, and again, this is not the topic of our Bhagavad Gita discussion. This is Mahabharata.
No,
There is one more question, sir.
I asked in the context to uska meaning ye tha ke whether it is that gunas are affecting or it is out of guna.
No, gunas. Without gunas, there is nothing. See, the entire war is nothing but Rajoguna only. What else it is?
नहीं उसमें
99%, 90 to 99% of this world is on Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Only 1% or less will be.
कृष्णा इज गुणातीत, उन तो गुणा में कुछ भी नहीं है उनका.
No. See, there too, you are mixing up two things. Krishna is not Gunatita. Krishna is a human being. He died. I went to the place of his death also. I went to the place of his birth. I went to the place of every stage in his life. But he is the avatar of Vishnu, who is Gunatita. Narayana is Gunatita. Paramatma is Gunatita. Krishna is a human being. He is within Gunas. But he can go to his original state of Narayana, Vishnu anytime at his will. You and I cannot do that. That is the difference between him and me. He is the avatar of Vishnu, Narayana Rishi, born as Krishna and Arjuna. Narayana are born as Arjuna and Krishna. And so he will be in Gunas only when he is operating in the war or operating in the kingdom. All that he has done in Gunas only, but knowing well that he is not a human being, that he has demonstrated in Vishwarupa. You and I cannot demonstrate. So what is the difference? I will give an example. Narendra Modi became Prime Minister. In democracy, any human being, any citizen of India can become Prime Minister. That is the law. Why only Narendra Modi became, and why not you and me, or why not our neighbor? That is the difference between Krishna and us. Krishna is also a human being like us. Rama is also a human being like us. But there is a difference, big difference. So gunas are very much there. Nobody can transcend these gunas. It's impossible, because this is part of Prakriti. And Prakriti is Maya and Adiparashakti. It runs the whole thing. So that's why it is all the more serious and important for you to perform tapasya and maintain sattva guna.
नहीं सही है, क्योंकि ये आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, या हम जो दोज हु आर इन दिस फील्ड वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज सच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस many of the twisting these people we may discuss sometime else, कभी कर सकते. But the people nowadays young generation and ये जो आजकल है, दे हाँ फिर तुम ऐसे ही है ना, दे वो इधर उधर क्वेश्चंस करके, जैसा एज यू हैव टोल्ड कि कल आपने जो डिस्कशन किया द ड्रिंकिंग इज, आप कई लोगों से डिस्कशन कर रहे थे. सो यू हैव टू मेक देम, उतना हमको भी तैयार रहना पड़ता कि वी हैव टू सेटिस्फाई देम दैट इज रॉन्ग.
Correct. No, we have to satisfy. After a lot of debate, all our IITians, who are very, very knowledgeable people and very highly placed, they have accepted finally that drinking is bad. But that does not mean they can stop, because they are slaves of addiction. The drinking is so much powerful, they cannot stop. And similarly, Maya is much more powerful. Drinking is one part of Tamoguna. And Rajoguna, and you saw in Mahabharata, the entire thing is Rajoguna. That's why there is a proverb in Sanskrit, Rajanam Narakam Dhruvam. For kings and warriors, hell is guaranteed. They will go to heaven all right if they die in a dharmic war. But hell is guaranteed, because they do all hellish things, violent things. Those who are doing violent things in this world will definitely go to hell. They are creating hell here. They are living in hell here. They are making others living in hell, and they will go to hell again. And they will be born again in hellish atmosphere. So the Rajoguna, Tamoguna are very, very dangerous. That is why even the necessity of a discipline like yoga. See, we are all assembling here in the context of Yoga Shastra. And Bhagavad Gita as a Yoga Shastra, we are concentrating, not about the Mahabharata war and politics and all that. That's not our subject of discussion. So as a Yoga Shastra, Bhagavad Gita is highlighting how dangerous and how painful it is if you are got caught up in Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So even more so, you should understand practice of yoga is compulsory for everybody so that they become a little more sattvic. If you are already sattvic, you become more sattvic. If you are rajasic, you will become slightly sattvic. If you are tamasic also, you can become rajasic and sattvic. So this is a correct path. Yoga is the only path, which is tapasya itself. Okay?
Okay, sir. Last question, I think, Funny, you wanted, or it is over?
No, it is already there in the chat, sir. How to reduce anger, rude behavior in children? Is it possible with food or with yoga or what else? Can anybody explain me, please?
Yeah, it is possible with food and it is possible with yoga. Very much possible with yoga. A child, my mother taught me yoga at the age of 8. I learned yoga from our Guruji from the age of 10, 1964. So today I am able to teach you Bhagavad Gita, and I have also held top positions in the country, and all that is possible through yoga. And Sattvaguna, I'm teaching. In fact, I told you in my NIC also, National Informatics Center also, I propagated Bhagavad Gita to our officers, our scientists, and they liked it very much. Then we got good results also in performance. Because ultimately, everywhere it is human beings who are there, and it is their behavior that matters. If you have very rajasic and tamasic human beings in your organization, then you will have a big problem. They will create problem to others. You have to turn them towards sattva. 100% sattva is not possible, but even if 5% or 1% is good enough. For children, it is very difficult to upbring the children. It is a great responsibility. I have held my responsibility of bringing my son for the last 35 years, and I am successful. So you have to be very, very hardworking, extremely hardworking, both parents and grandparents, both. They have to work extremely hard to bring up children in the correct path. Otherwise, they will become criminals. They will become politicians. They will become smugglers. They will become anything if you don't bring in the right path. If you leave them to rajasic and tamasic qualities, which will naturally come without any requirement of development from your side, they will become criminals. They will become gundas. They can become anything. They can become a problem for the society. If you want them to become good people, if you want them to be successful in life, not only in professional success, but personal life success also, because nobody will marry a person who is professionally successful, but personally a bad person. To have a marriage happened also is a very difficult thing. So if you want to bring up your children to that level, you have to work very, very hard. 24 hours, you have to be obsessed. You have to, first of all, if you have to put your children on the right direction, you should be in the right direction. If you are drinking alcohol every day and you tell your son not to drink alcohol, he will not stop. If you are smoking and you tell your son not to smoke, he will not stop.
Yes.
So first you have to become a role model. If you are doing Sandhya Vandanam, then your son can be demanded you do Sandhya. He will automatically do. If you are doing yoga practice, your son or daughter will automatically do yoga practice. If you are not doing yoga practice and you tell your son and daughter to do yoga practice, they will not do. And what you do, firstly, is your own personality determines your children's personality. Secondly, what efforts you are putting. You have to put tremendous efforts. Today I am able to teach Bhagavad Gita because my mother put tremendous efforts. My father died very early in my life, but my mother put tremendous efforts to teach me Bhagavad Gita at the age of 8, teach me yoga at the age of 8. So only because of that I am able to do what I am doing today. You have to put efforts in the direction of teaching children in the right direction. Food is also very important. Sattvic food makes sattvic children, rajasic food will make rajasic children, tamasic food will make tamasic children.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right.
And there was a last question, was simple.
Yeah.
It means entire world is on Rajas and Tamas.
Yes. That is true. Except a few people who are munis and tapasvis and yogis and jnanis and bhaktas, which I said is less than 0.01%. 99.99% of the world is Rajas and Tamas. That is a fact.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. All the best.
Thank you, all the participants.
And we'll meet tomorrow. Tomorrow, 15th chapter is very important.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.